Holster's finished. I've got the final top coat applied, and I've given it a good buffing to bring that shine out. In fact, it's time to switch to the soft polishing cloth. Okay, that's it. It's saddle tan, dark brown edges, and one thing is, if you're making a holster like this, or something similar, and you put dark brown edges on it, also do the same thing to the inside of the belt slots. A lot of times I see people that they'll make a holster, but they won't put a finish on the inside of the belt slots. And if the edges are a different color, do the same thing to the belt slots. Gives it a more finished look. So I'm going to buff it on both sides. It's made for a 2.5 inch L frame, and you can see where I got my blue gun marked. It fits in there just like that. Stops at between 2.5 and 3 inches, which is exactly where I want it. Gives it a bit of retention, and fits a 1.5 inch double layer gun belt. It's designed so the cylinder rides right about belt height. That keeps it more stable, and it'll tuck it into your side. So it's good for concealed carry or open carry. Oh well. Now, being that today's Sunday, that'll give me just another day to let this thing dry. Because like I said, I put the finish on yesterday. I like to give it a couple of days to dry. Speaking of drying time, it's been taking a long time for stuff to dry on this thing. It's been very humid out here, rainy, cool, kind of nasty. So it's taking longer for stuff to dry. But I'm going to give it another day. Today, basically, and then this thing will go out first thing on Monday morning, and then it's off to the next project. You can see the shine there. That's where I like my finishes to look. It's got the tri-weave stamp on there. I think it came out really nice. Another thing about dyeing leather, I touched on this before, but this is a different section off the same cow, and you can see how it took the leather completely differently, or rather took the dye completely differently. And when you're dyeing leather, that's something to keep in mind. Like if somebody makes something for themselves or somebody else, and then they want something to match it, it's usually not really possible to do so unless you get pre-dyed leather. I don't do that. Since there's so many different colors, I would just have a house full of different colors of leather, and I don't have room for that. I'd rather have room for the leather I have. Takes up most of our back bedroom. But this is all done, and like I said, after that's out the door, it's off to the next project. See you then.